So speaking of success, you mentioned the Duckling company in the beginning. So they're a successful story for you. Yeah. Do you have any others that you want to share? Anybody you want to specifically shout out? Or
we had a company that came to us early on that didn't have any online presence. They were trying to start their moving company. And so they had it going where all they had was a Facebook at the time that was taking screenshots of the 5-star reviews that they were getting. That was it. That's all they had. And it wasn't edited or anything. It was just clips, which is fine, which is completely fine. But it was like, okay, we got to work on some branding stuff, right? So they came to us, we built them a brand new website, and we started getting them like listed online and started ranking locally. So at the time, they had no profile. They had reviews, but they weren't on their Google page where people look at them. You know, they can look at your Facebook, but it feels a little bit more real when it's on a Google business profile because that's what everybody had. Built a website, helped them with local SEO. They started from basically scratch, right? And it took a little bit of time to get going. Now, a year later, they are getting 40 plus calls a month for their moving companies for sales calls, and they're probably getting 5 to 10 online submissions. So right there, we like pretty much help them transform their business in that aspect because it was 0 calls to 50 is quite the difference. They're happy and we're happy with what the outcome that we got with them. I mentioned the fencing and decking company before in the Illinois Valley. They did a few things but didn't really focus on SEO or anything. We had a big win where they were typing in ChatGPT, best fencing and decking companies in the area. They were number 1, which is pretty cool through AI. So that was a neat thing that we were able to do for them. They also hit $1 million faster than they ever have with us this year as being a partner. So that was a pretty big and pretty awesome achievement for them. So they're going to have a record-breaking year. I would say one of the coolest stories we had, though, is we had a general contractor come to us. They were about to close down their business in the wintertime. Like they had a crazy circumstance to where they weren't getting any jobs, any work. They contacted us. We started running Google ads for them. Well, and within a month, we were able to run ads for like general contracting. We booked them off a $1,500 ad spend to $250,000 jobs. So that was a pretty good ROI for them. They ended up making $500,000 that month, and then that doesn't even include all the other leads that we've been generating for them. So definitely a 180 turn from them having to close down shop. We worked with them to help get them to the point where they are now.
Do you notice with like some of these companies with the success stories, do they keep using you? Do you find that once they've hit a point where they can, they're crawling and walking at that point, now they're running. Yeah. Do you notice that they don't need that help anymore or?
So that's a great question. Every client's completely different, right? Mm-hmm. I would say 95% of our clients stay with us just because of the consulting approach that we have. So like we're more than a marketing company at that point to where it's like, hey, we're giving them ideas on promotions. We're giving them ideas on sales structure. There's a 14-day follow-up system that we built for our clients where it sends them emails and texts for inbound leads that come in to where, like most of these guys, Tom, that we work with, like small businesses, realtors, like they're on the go all the time. They're showing a house. They're doing whatever they need to do, right? So what's the last thing they want to do when they're on the road and things like that is send a text and an email, right? So we have a system built out to where we follow up with those leads for them and then have a cadence or like a timeline where it sends them a reminder, hey, you need to call this person this day. And the whole goal for a realtor, right, is to get them to a showing to sell a house for them or to get them to buy a house, or for small businesses to schedule an estimate and sell a job. So there's stuff like that we implement that's not just marketing, but it's a different approach for that partnership. They feel like they have a partner and not somebody who's just doing marketing services for them. Mm-hmm. If we were only running Google ads and not doing anything else and not showing any other value, it makes a lot of sense that they're up in the ground running now to where they don't probably need a marketing person. But we just try to find every way to provide more value to our clients.